Hello, and welcome to my attempt to guide you through the ways of the creative realm. You may notice we're on the hub because, first and foremost, how do you get there? There are actually a couple ways. Yeah, I know. This is probably the least important part of the tutorial, but I guess first and foremost, I'll leave links in the description of the forums. The forum, which there you can get the IP for the server. I'll also leave the IP. You just put that into your server list. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a tutorial if people ask for it of how to put the server in. But anyway, once you have that in, you can right-click this guy, and they will take you to creative. Sometimes they don't work for one reason or another. There is also a command. Like, if you type creative, obviously it's telling me that because we are here already. And as you can see, yeah. Let's start with our archives. Let's say you came here to get to your old worlds. Slash spawn, obviously, to return to spawn, but I don't have any. But you could click here. You can also do archive H and then a number. We will do 2. That's not going to work because we don't. I made this account after the update, so obviously I have no archived plots. But you can also visit archived accounts. Visit archive. No, what? I don't know why I was typing archive again. I'll do my main account, and we'll go to 3, which is where Milla is. Which, speaking of which, hi Milla. It's nice to see her sometimes. Anyway, so that's basically the ways of navigating the archives. But let's go to world, which when you first do, there'll just be 3 green slots and the rest will be grayed out, and you can buy them for 80,000 mana. It used to also be 5 cupids, I believe, but it appears that has been changed. You can also unlock them, as you can see, like if you get Patreon for this one. I don't remember the exact levels, but you could see them if you want to. Obviously, it's up to here for Elite, so let's go ahead and create a new world. We have a few options. I do actually have examples of what all 3 world types look like. World. Oh, and here's how you get to other people's worlds. The hippo eaters, you place their name there. And then you just press enter. You don't have to type anything else after that. So, netherworlds have this nice red fog to them. And let's see. End worlds have it's basically like spawn where they have the end. And then, we have seen overworld worlds, and that is the one I'm going to go for. So let's create new world, overworld. I'm going to be deleting this world a few times, so let's start with the one most people seem to pick. This is the default world. Also, some commands, like speed, don't remember the exact rank, but I have it because I'm elite. So I have basically everything unlocked. Not everything, but most things. Yeah, and this is what you start with. You can create and destroy any of it you want. However, no matter what world you pick, it will be 302 by 302. And obviously the default world heights. So, I don't actually remember what the world height is, but it's just default to Minecraft. But you can upgrade them if we go to That's unfortunate. /world. Let's see. World settings. We will have to go through all of this. But you can expand it to 500. We'll get to the rest of that later. Anyway. Let's go ahead and decide that we don't like this world anymore. I believe it is this, and then you have to do this nonsense. But I call it nonsense. It's very important. It's so you don't accidentally delete a world. And it'll send you back to spawn. It'll also send you back to spawn if you go to a privated world, which I can show you how to private a world soon. Alright, let's go over the flat world next. This is what you will get with a flat world. A big, flat slab of dirt and grass to work with. Very nice. Okay. Okay, we cannot delete another world. Lovely. Okay. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, there's also this thing. This thing is also very helpful and can get you some... Yeah, see? Slash message and then you type someone's name to talk to them. Help op is for contacting staff. So you just type help op and then your message. I won't be doing that, obviously. I've never done... Oh, no, I do know what settings is. I just rarely use it. Yeah, it's all this. I don't think I've ever really touched this menu. No, I do touch this menu occasionally. You can turn off F for this. But yeah, a few options there. Let's see. /mana. I, again, don't usually use this, but yeah, there's quite a few things here. Oh, I didn't know this. Wait. World edit. Oh, okay. We'll be going over some of this stuff on my own of what I know, but it's nice to know that there's this here. It'll probably give a lot more help than I can, and more specific. Oh, they still have what to build. It's been a while since I've used this. Industrial themed ship. That's actually a pretty boring one, admittedly. Anyway, we should be able to delete this world now and show the last one. EEF8A9. Alright, now, finally, we will create my preferred world, Void World, which is literally just this. A total of 18 blocks. And obviously this will always be where your initial spawn is. However, now we will get into some of the other things you can do. We will get into the world menu. We will start with world settings. Let's go over to world name. Now, let's see if we can actually rename this world. Let's call it Demonstration. Sure. Yeah, I figured. There is currently a bug where we need name tokens, and technically every single player has over 1 billion name tokens, but for some reason it's not working. I don't know. It's bugged. I don't know what to say. They're figuring it out. Anyway, right. We want to go back to /world, world settings, world description. This one always works, so world. You can obviously go much further than that. I don't remember the exact amount, but yeah. So now the world description is world. Oh, also, you can right-click to change status. Click to teleport, first and foremost. But status will make it private or public. I'm going to leave it public. Next up, we have our set spawn location. I'm going to just shift it over to here. We will set it here. So now, when I do this, it'll teleport me here. Okay. Browse icon textures. Right, okay. This is the head database. There is a different way to get there. HDB. But also you can do HDB search. And then your input, right. Let's do dirt. And there's all of your dirt. There is a lot of heads there. There is also p-head. And then, I don't know, grab my own head. There. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. Let's see. Size expansion, we already know. Notifications. We can disable those. I don't really mess with that. Game rules. Again, I don't mess with these very much, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You mess with these to change the world. For example, faster take speed. You could turn on daylight cycle, death messages, mob griefing, all the fun stuff. Guest limits. So, okay. Don't know what that means. Whatever. Anyway, I don't actually know this one. Right now it's unlimited. I don't know if that can be changed. The time of day, obviously, click one of these to change the time of day. Weather, we have sun, rain, thunder. You can change the biome, which we'll go to later, so I am going to actually set this to rain. So, yeah. You can also add potion effects. So, I'm not going to add any of these, but, you know. Basically, anyone in the world will experience these potion effects. So, that is important. Note, and we're actually done with that. Oh. Okay. Actually, we should go over how to navigate this. Should be here. That's the teleport button. Anyway, actually, how? Obviously, there's the teleport. Right-click to match, right, that. Here we can invite people. We're not gonna do that. There are other ways, actually, to do this. World... what was it? World Trust, and then I will always do Happy Hippo Eaters as my default. I think it's actually World Trust Add. The minimum co-op time must be at least one. Oh, okay. I can't have them join unless they've been on this world for like a minute, I guess. But there are other ways. I don't know how to select... There's co-op, obviously. I don't know how to... Oh, I guess you go in here and you can alter their roles, but... Permissions, again, is self-explanatory. This one applies to anyone. You have co-op, member, and admin, which I'm guessing you can assign to people in there. And, yeah. Creative tools. This is again more of the information. Probably. Yeah, okay. So that's probably more helpful than what I'll be doing, but yeah. Grading is what you'll do once you've finished a world. There's the world submission queue, which is broken currently. Submission history. You can submit your world. I'm not going to do that because yeah, it does not. This world doesn't even qualify. Yeah. Your medals about grading. Yeah. And that's all from that menu. Next up, let's get into the basics of world edit. First and foremost, you will want one of these. A very simple tool. And there are a few commands that you'll need to know. My favorite, of course, //up. 1. Then you can do that. The next ones that will likely most... Let's first do set biome since it so gladly showed up, and let's go for... Rads doesn't show up. Let's find a cold biome. Frozen river, why not? Yeah, you have to leave the area and come back, so we're gonna continue on and we can see it later. Set, and then now for what to set it to. You can actually, obviously you could just do like set gold. Right, sorry, set gold block. So, a little tip for this, you see how this says bone meal? Actually, hold on. F3 plus H. Yeah. If you do F3 plus H, it will show this stuff. And this is how you know what the blocks are called. As long as you are on the correct version for this. So let's say I wanted a little bit more than just gold blocks, though. Let's say I wanted oak logs as well. We can do that. That's pretty easy. But I don't like the orientation of the oak log, so I'm going to say oak log 3. And they're jungle now. Okay. What? Okay, well... I don't understand that fully. Okay, I thought that would have changed. Odd example to lead with, but okay. Barring that weirdness, I'll just go for a higher number and hope that... Right, it doesn't... The highest number is 15. That's unfortunate then. That's... Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, there are other things we can do, though. I want this to be a lower percent of gold. However, that doesn't work. We need to actually tell it that that's 90%. Alright. There is also something else I can do. If I remember correctly, was it that? Or was it just that? No. No, it's the first one. There we go. Okay, so that I don't understand world edit right now. I think it's a bit bugged. But either way, that's all of those things I know. There is also some other things I know, but I need a demonstration for that. And for that, let's build a little bit of this. Let's say I built a house roof, but oh no, I didn't want it to be oak, I wanted it to be spruce. So, where spruce stairs are just spruce stairs. So / replace oak stairs with spruce stairs. And yeah, you can immediately see the problem. There is also a lesser known command, by the way, for undo called redo. You don't see it used very often for some reason, but it is handy. I have used it before. So, if memory serves, and there we go. Just okay, I'm just not gonna pretend like that was clean. I messed up. I messed up bad. I forgot that this is my pause key. Yep. So I can't demonstrate that well on camera, but I can do this just to show it better, like there. That's what's supposed to happen. Anyway, I don't like this anymore. / cut. Okay. Let's go through all the brushes that I went through. Well, we'll get to that too. We got past that. Undo, I believe we did, yeah, we did redo before. / cut. Replace sneer, yeah. Oh, right. Somehow I messed up that spelling. Great. Okay. I'll get to why I have these in my inventory in a moment. Let's get to the other things. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Wait, you can just do... I thought you had to do double dashes for that. Okay. Apparently you do not need double dashes for that. There's a sphere. Yeah, so sphere, stone 10. And just to show off a bit, there's quite a few things. I don't know what most of these things do. I'm not even going to pretend like I know what any of this stuff does. You can do the double dash, of course, but... Okay, next up, we will be looking at AB brushes, starting with this one, which also, these are rotation sensitive. I don't know what this value does yet. Like that versus... Oh, not that. Versus this, I don't know what the difference is. However, the rest of the values are quite obvious. So, yeah. And then, obviously, I showed off that you can do a bit more than just ones and zeros. No, I didn't go far enough. Yeah, with this. Yeah. And then I did show off spikes, which for demonstration purposes I'll show you that it does tell you stuff like length, size start, size end, and then yeah. There we go. And yeah, I believe that's all I did show. There are other brushes, though. Interesting, you don't need double slash for that. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to show. That I truly knew about. Anyway, So the other thing is they look blobby. BBB. This will... Oh, right, I'm hitting shift while doing it. That's why it's sending that message. And that's what all this is. Yeah. And then this, BE melt, is the other one. There are, I know for a fact, there are so many other tools. But these are my go-to. Where I don't really feel the need to use much else. Midway is quite good. It's not the best. And from what I've seen, I really should learn the other tools. But yeah. Anyway, there is not just, building tools though. Obviously, first and foremost, there is also furniture. You likely won't have as much as I do. I get a lot from crates. So, you may have to go to purchase furniture. Oh, okay, I did not know you could get here from there, but that is just shop. And this is where I gather my lightsabers over time. Anyway. You can purchase furniture. I don't know why they're... Oh, those are furniture items I have. I have multiple of. I see. And yeah, there is a lot to work with. But if you do have furniture, you just go ahead and grab it. Find an area to put it. And place it. And that's how you get it back, by the way. Clearly, I did not give it enough space. Is enough space? No? Oh, you placed that on the ground. Odd. So I guess you would probably want this... Excuse me? Oh... Even though it disappeared, it is back, so you can always get it back. There. I'm just gonna leave that there. So yeah, there is a lot of furniture, but the other thing is art maps. I don't have art maps. Shoot. Huh. Well, thankfully, I know a place to get them without having to figure out how to craft them. Actually, shouldn't there... Art map. Okay, this just takes you to this, which it'll show you how to make them, but if you know a place to get them, that is usually a better way of doing it. Happy Hippo Eaters, and I know for a fact, if I can find it, junk drawer. Okay. Armor stand? Nope. We'll need that later, but not now. There is also this, which admittedly I don't know why that you don't need that. There are a few other things. I don't know how I got this. I don't remember. These two through commands, and yeah, that stuff's just in your menu. Anyway, let's head back to this place. And now to show you the art of drawing. Apparently I have some stuff, and yeah, you just basically draw. It's that easy. But let's say you want to fill in the entire thing. First off, there are a lot of different colors to choose from. I'm going to go with Void, because unlike the other colors, yeah. So you take your color you want, in this case Void, and craft it with the bucket. It will give you whatever color was in the bucket. And yeah. I don't know what I was doing before. And I don't know what I'm drawing, but there. Let's say that this is my masterpiece. First off, let me clear out my inventory. So, I've never actually used this. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, right, there's also these two tools, which pretty self-explanatory. We can lighten some things and darken some things, which, as you can imagine, is quite useful for detail work. And yeah, no idea what this is, but don't care. And obviously, yeah, all these different paint brushes are just basically the color that they are. Example. Anyway, I will name this the appropriate name. And there we go. Now, you can actually put it back on and decide, you know what, it's not quite done yet. And do a little extra. And that's fine. And if you want to save it as something different, you can do that, or masterpiece, as long as I can spell it right. Oh, wait, did I? You can actually check if what you've done. Nope. And if we preview it, yep. So now, what you do with it is quite simple. You grab an item frame, glowing or otherwise. But there is a problem. You can see the item frame. And this one has transparent paint, so that's extra problematic. The side panels is usually the big problem, since you'll usually cover the entire thing. But that is where we start getting into armor stand magic, because it comes first and foremost with the ability... Oh. Wait. Yeah, you can change the visibility of things, of item frames. And now, for the final thing in this video, armor stands themselves. The final important thing. So, obviously, you place down an armor stand, you equip it with what you want to. You already know how to do that, but we'll try to equip it with a few things. I'll give it my own head. / P head. Now obviously you can right click things on. But how do you give it these? I mean, obviously find that, but you can actually just alter the equipment. Let's give you... It's a bit finicky, I will admit. There we go. We can't see your arms. Let's turn that on. Let's also go ahead and turn off gravity. So as a demonstration. Yep. I don't like that base plate. And let's move your legs. Maybe a little off that way. This, no. Right leg. Let's twist it a little, turn it that way. I need some finer tuning. Maybe a bit harsher tuning on this. Yeah, okay, I think you get the point. Like, you can fine tune, you can coarse tune, and each of these affects the position, and you hold shift and scroll to pick the direction. And yeah, you can obviously affect all these things, including body position, which you would think would affect a little bit more, but yeah. Let's just, yeah. Reset, I've never used this. And then you can just reset it. Okay. You can pick these manually if you want. I don't see why you would, since you can shift scroll usually. I guess maybe for Bedrock users you'd have to use this. But let's actually copy this, and then we can paste it. Let's also try rotating. It does not matter what you choose. For access, you can choose between fine or coarse for this, but yeah. And then placement. And yeah. And this is how you'll end up creating armor stand monstrosities. Is messing with all of these things. Obviously, though, you know, I don't think I like looking at your arms, or any of you. So let's actually just, yeah, this is the part that makes the whole thing work. So yeah, you can see them or you can choose not to see them. Enable or I don't know what these do. It seems to, oh, okay, so you can't take stuff from them. So, okay. Can I not? Alright, let's... Okay, I can't seem to... For some reason I can't interact with it anymore, so that's fun. Alright, so probably don't use that one. Seems to bug them out. There's a help button. And then, of course... Right, these ones are bugged. Size. Okay. And you can left click or right click. And speaking of which, that actually is something else I wanted to bring up. So let's do the left leg. Change it to coarse. Oh wait, no. No. It doesn't matter. I was thinking of something else for some reason. I don't remember what left click and right click do differently on. Either way. Or actually, I might be even thinking of a modded thing. Oh, jeez. Been playing too much. I believe that is everything in here, so yeah. Paste, and there we go, yep. And obviously you have 4 different slots to paste from. So, yeah. Anyway, there is, I believe, only one more thing to go over, and that is a few more things to go over. That being that you can go to wardrobe, or as I prefer to do, /hats, and this is where all of these things would be stored, and this is what these things from the shop would go. So yeah, you can also get like these things from crates and stuff, but yeah, that you can usually get almost anything from the shop on creative. So yeah. There is also, you know, /build battle. If you want to go and every Sunday at, I don't remember the exact time. I mean, for me it's 12 to 1, but that doesn't mean much. 12, actually, you know what, just 12 p.m. Mountain Time. I'll just admit my time zone. So, yeah. it is subject to change, so just watch the events on the Discord server. I'll leave a link to the Discord server below. And yeah, there's obviously all the archived plots and all the archived mega build battle plots. And of course, I will just say you can just fly over to the mega build battle area. It's not that far. But if you don't feel like flying that far, because for one reason or other, right, mega build battle, you can just teleport here. Apparently it just has a bunch of arenas. But anyway, that is everything that I personally know about creative, so hopefully it helps you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Until next time, goodbye.